Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already heard about G2, then where have you been? Because this may be one of the most exciting teams in Rainbow Six Siege history, and with some of the biggest amount of trophies won as well. Whether it was lifting the SI 2023 championship just last year, or winning the 2019 SI, in which you saw Fabian with the glasses winning it for the third time, G2 are a big name in Rainbow Six Siege, and this is why you might want to support them.
Hello everyone, time for the G2 Rainbow Six team here. We cannot wait for EUL to start. We're really looking forward to and excited to playing all the new teams and lineups that will be competing this stage. We're working really hard to deliver on our goals and make the G2 army proud. Make sure to catch all the games every Monday and Tuesday night.
There you've just heard from Titan, who is the head coach of G2. But who are G2? Where does this all belong? And what's a little bit of history about G2? G2, formerly known as Gamers2, is a German professional esports organisation, and they're based inside of Berlin. And they pretty much have a team in some of the biggest esports. So if you're coming fresh into Rainbow Six Siege esports, you may recognise them from other games such as League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Hearthstone, Rocket League, Paladins, PUBG, the list goes on and on and on. So they're one of the biggest European orgs. So, I mean, you probably have heard of them, but we'll give you a little bit more information about this team and how they performed last season in EUL. So after qualifying for the Atlanta Major by making it through the LCQs, it meant that G2 had to play in the play-ins. They were placed in Group C with Dark Zero, Knights and Fury. They managed to beat Fury 7-3, then Dark Zero 8-6, which qualified them through to the Swiss stage, which I will show you now. In the Swiss stage, you basically play up against people with the same record as you. So everyone goes into it on an even playing field, and it's seeded according to a score. That is a very complex score, so I won't go into it in this video. But G2 then played up against Scars, who they beat 7-1, with D+ winning 7-2 against Loss. It meant that they played D+ in their second game, which they won 7-4. And then they went up against GK, who had also won 2 and lost none, and they beat GK 7-5, which qualified them through to the finals of the Atlanta Major. In the finals, G2 started off with an impressive 2-0 victory against the French side of BDS, but then unfortunately lost 2-0 to the best team of that year, W7M 2-0, and then W7 went on to win the Atlanta Major. We also saw G2 this past year lose to W7M in SI as well. So really, if it wasn't for W7M, we might have seen the dominant year from G2 in the 2023 season of Rainbow Six Siege. So you might be asking yourself, who makes up this wonderful team of G2? And while they've been around for the whole of Stage 2 now, after winning SI last year, they made one change with Uno coming in instead of Blur, and since then, these 5 have been performing incredibly well together, just not quite managing to get it over the line. If you want to see their names, and pop it up just in place of this logo in 3, 2, 1, and there we have it. We have Virtue, the Australian Adonis himself, Mr. Jake Virtue, an absolute gunner and one of the most clutch players in the whole of the game. Then you have Carl, who mixes a lot of opinions, especially if you're a Brazilian fan, because Carl did come from Team 1 and he did that whole Judas arc of going over to an EU org and then winning SI last year with an EU team, beating out W7N in the final, which is why a lot of Brazilians give him some shit when he's playing on the main stage. Then we have Doki, a Scottish gunner himself, who I will be highlighting a little bit shorter. Then Benja, one of the most exciting fragging entry youngsters in all of Rainbow Six Siege. Then the cool head of, obviously, as I said in a few of these videos, if you want to win, bring yourself a Finn, and that's exactly what they've got in Uno. This right here, this one here, Mr. Jack Doki, one of the just most exciting, entertaining players in all of EUL, in my opinion, and I'll show you a little clip why people love him so much.
Holy shit! That's gonna be...
Whether he's making us all laugh when he's playing on LAN or online, or whether it's just the videos outside of the games, he's just so fucking entertaining, quite simply, and will put a smile on your face.
Ready?
Hey.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Starting the day, baby.
We do have an iconic chant for this legend right here, Mr. Doki, and it's, I love you, Doki. You are the love of my life. I love you, Doki. I let you shag my wife. I love you, Doki. I want tattoos like you. And you might have heard that at previous events, or it was I want white hair like you when he dyed his hair white. But enough about this man's personality. Let's see what he can get going when he's playing in the lobby. And this was an 8-7 win up against Heroic that happened previously.
Got it, I got it, I got it.
Desk in the coffin. No. Yeah.
They can't walk in meeting.
Nice, Doki!
When I impacted this.
Go.
One spiral window.
I'll go again. I'll go again. Careful, okay. Stop splatter, guys.
We need to watch out so far, yeah.
I'm playing
Filling meeting.
Yeah,
There's
on
a
the
hula
bottom.
pop.
Reload!
Get a spiral cancelled, so.
Barbar is still up, okay, Doki, on the coffin.
Doki, play at the position. We play 2-1-1 on every position.
The barbar still. Barbar still.
And Jake, be ready to refract on lamp.
Grand spiral.
I got it. Oh, too late. One spiral. Come close, lamp.
Nice.
Nice.
5v4.
Come close, lamp.
5v2,
Spiral,
5v2, boys. Use spiral, guys. Use spiral, you too.
He's stuck.
Nice!
There's no doubt that this team is full of passion and incredible players. But now let's move on to a lot of your favourite part, which is the jersey review. And G2 have released a new jersey for 2024. And I have to say, if there's one jersey I would like to get my hands on, it probably is this G2 jersey. And hopefully I wouldn't just have to wear a BDS jersey with a G2 sticker over the BDS logo, because who would do that?
You have to choose one, Tom. You can't choose two.
I mean, you two could look like him. I don't know why I keep mixing up my left and right, by the way. It's because I'm looking at a mirrored image of myself. But you two could look like Doki. If you wanted to get your hands on one of these G2 jerseys, I'll link the link to buy one of the G2 jerseys in the description below. But for me, it's one of the best looking out there. It's got to get a solid 9.5 out of 10 for me. One of the cleanest ones out there currently in all of EUL Esports. So now we come to that stage of where we discuss which football team this esports team is like. And I'm going to go with, for this one, Man City. It's a big org with a lot of fingers and a lot of pies with a lot of money. And boy, have they spent that money well. They won the last SI. They've got through to the final stage of the past two majors. They made the main stage in the most recent SI as well. They are good investments. And a lot of people, I think, when they think about Man City, don't think that there's necessarily heritage there. But let me tell you what, heritage has been described very well by one person who knows a lot about it.
This is football heritage.
G2 have some of the highest prestige and heritage in all of Rainbow Six, and they acquire some of the most exciting, fantastic, skilled players in all of Rainbow Six Siege. I have to say myself, I've been a massive fan of G2 over the past few years. It's impossible not to enjoy the socials they put out, the characters that are inside the team. They're more than just a player, they're a brand, and they're an extension of an exciting, enjoyable to watch inside and out of the game team. So do G2 have your support for this upcoming season? Let me know in the comments and we'll see how they'll do, because I think this is going to be one of the most exciting seasons of EUL that we've ever had. And we'll see you in the next video, you legends. Cheerio, bye bye.